Good day, everybody. My lord, purely off the cuff this time. No notes, no notes. Let's see what I cook up. 3 fucking overthinking tips. This is gonna work for you. Works for me every time. Well, number one, if you're overthinking about, there's certain things that happen and then you just can't stop thinking about it. And this works if you're just a natural overthinker like myself. I'm always going off. Is that you get your journal out, or you can use your phone if you want to fill out fucking heaps of these. This is the shit. This will help you solve all your shit, but it takes time. That's besides the point. And then so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get, because you're always ruminating, it's gone round and round in circles and you're jumping out in all these different fucking ways. You actually gotta you do anything. I prefer to do it because then you can draw on the side and shit like that. You do it in the journal, and then you just list it all, and then you can kind of look at it and then kind of make up your own mind from there, because you might be fucking overthinking all the way into these directions that aren't actually helping you. Like you can't overthink your way out of overthinking, I guess. You can't think your way out of thoughts. Another one that I implement when the time is right, when the clock strikes 12, so to speak, and it's really going off, is this is usually when I can't sleep or whatever, and you got to trial it out a few times before you know what you're in for or whatever. But I'd set like a timer. Sometimes I wouldn't, but I'd basically, I'm rolling around in bed, it's not working, and then I get up, I'll go to a different room, I'll sit outside, I don't bring anything, I'm a massive vapor, so I've got my vape, then nothing else, no distractions. And then I'll just fucking, in a sort of meditative sense, I'm just letting my mind fucking go out, just let it fucking run itself out. It's like a puppy that needs a fucking walk, just let that cunt get fucking lost before he comes back home, Just let it tire itself out, like let it run its fucking course. But what you got to do is, when you're doing that, so you don't get caught up with it and you end up doing all this shit, you just got to keep bringing it back to being in the back seat and just watching it, just kind of watching them. Like watch your mind do it without actually and if you get too sucked in, you bring it back and you just watch, and you can list them or label them. Sometimes you go, oh, that was a lustful thought, that was an angry thought, that was a anxious one, that was unpleasant, that was pleasant. You can do that sort of a thing, and man, I've fucking done it for hours before. Fucking works, man. Fucking works. At least it does for me. Try it out for you. You gotta find what works for you. You gotta find out what doesn't. No rush. Do everything. Fuck it all up. Then just keep fucking up, and then you'll get all this shit in them. There's winnings and failures, is what I was trying to say. What else is there? Overthinking. This is the main one. This one's my favorite. Put this away. What is it? The last one is, naturally, I'm a natural overthinker. I'm a massive obsessive thinker. My brain's always going off. It's just, the voice is always there and shit like that. I'm always analysing shit and all this shit like that. It's a blessing and a curse if you're the same, I suppose. And I guess the way that I if you put it, it's kind of like environmental is kind of what I'm trying to say right here, right now. And that's that, what do you call it? So if I can just accept that I'm a natural overthinker, I'm trying to feed my head positive things. So if I'm overthinking about the sickest shit. I'm going down massive rabbit holes of really pleasurable things to think about. So yeah, definitely it might just be the way you are naturally and shit like that. So, you can feel shit and go through all these fucking fake scenarios and shit like that. But you just kind of got to lean more towards feeding it positive things that it can jump off and get excited about, rather than jump off and get anxious about and catastrophize over or whatever. And then I don't know, just so facing over, and it's all this negative, come back. Then you just try to, it's not always the easiest to just go and then see all the positive stuff. You gotta increment it. This is over time. Increment it, and then you just feast off all that shit. You gotta be careful about what's going on in your mind and things like that. All the weird things that if you think about all the information that goes through your eyes in a day, that's all gonna have a consequence back here. So that's what I try to do. I try to I try to like do a little bit of sensory deprivation in the sense that I just see what comes up when I do nothing. Basically, I stare at a wall, as weird as that sounds. Not for too long though. And then yeah, that might be it. Wow, fuck. It's getting so much easier. I can't wait to do more. See ya.